Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going lovely. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, today we're going to create a card for Spellbinders using the Clear Stamp of the Month Club Kit for January 2021. This month's stamp set is called Sending Love. It's all about Valentine's. In fact, there's 6 images in here of hearts. 2 of those hearts have sentiments that say sending love and love you. And then there's one block sentiment that says Happy Valentine's Day. I think this is a nice set not only for Valentine's Day, but for everyday cards. If you like coloring in hearts, there's a few of those images too that have doodles on there that you can color in. This may make some real pretty backgrounds. Today we're going to make a Valentine's Day card, but I do want to share with you that a few of the Spellbinders Club Kits, this is the Glimmer Club Kit that I'll be creating with later on, and then this is the Small Die of the Month Club Kit that I'll be creating a project later on with too. But the dies in here, this is the Large Die of the Month Club Kit. All the heart dies in here will coordinate with your stamp set, which makes it really nice, and vice versa. You can actually coordinate your stamp set with the Small Die of the Month Club Kit, the Large Die of the Month Club Kit, and also the Glimmer Club. So I love how they can all interact together. So if you are a club member, club subscriber I should say, that subscribes to more than one club, you can interact with all of these, which makes it fabulous. For today, I'm going to be using the Small Die of the Month Club Kit die to cut out my images. It does leave a little bit of a border around your hearts, and that's what I wanted. But so does the Glimmer Club die. But the Large Die of the Month Club Kit actually cuts almost to the line of your image. So it's just not a standard die. There's different sizes that you can go by, which makes it really nice. If you want to cut to the line, you have that option. But we are going to set all these club kits aside. Those are another day's project. And we're going to use the Small Die of the Month Club die for our cards today. Let's make a Valentine's Day card. We'll set this aside, do some stamping. I wanted to make a conversation heart card. I love those kind of cards. So I'm bringing in my Misty, and we're going to do stamping with some scratch pieces of cardstock. I've been doing this a lot lately, kind of using up my scraps, and so I thought we'd bring in some bright colors. And then we're going to take the striped heart that's in the stamp set this month, and I'm just going to use this stamp to stamp on all of these colored cardstock sheets. I'm going to do heat embossing, so I'm treating each one of my cardstock scraps with my anti-static powder tool, and then we'll ink up our heart with Versamark ink and stamp on our colored cardstock. Now I'm just going to show you one of these because it's basically redundancy. I'm going to do the same thing to the rest of the colored cardstock, and I'm not even going to probably use all of them, but I thought since I was on a roll, I'd just continue with the rainbow of colors that we have. I stamp with Versamark. I'm going to go over my heart with my white embossing powder, just tap off the excess there, and then I'm not going to heat set them all just yet. I'm going to do it all at once. That way my heat gun is nice and hot and I can do it faster. Now for this red piece of cardstock, I decided to switch it up and use one of the sentiments. I know I wanted a red card base for my card project today, and I thought if I have a sentiment that says sending love, I think it would coordinate really good. So we're going to switch it up and using the Sending Love stamp in the set this month. Treating my paper, and then I'll ink up my sentiment with the Versamark ink, and then I'll add my white embossing powder. And we're going to do quite a bit of heat embossing, but it goes fast because your gun's already heated up. We'll just set these aside, move the Misty out of the way, and I love the bright colors. I just think, I love conversation hearts. I don't like the taste of them. I love the cute little box they come in with the little heart window, but I just don't like the taste of them. Love the color of them too. Okay, I'm going to take my Small Die of the Month Club die and die cut out all of my images. They're all heat set and melted, and I'm going to do a little bit of die cutting with all of them. And when I'm done, I have a panel that we're going to put these on. We're going to pop them up with foam adhesive and put them on a panel. Now the panel size that I'm using is 3.5 inches by 4 3/4. So basically it's going to leave me about a little less than half an inch around my card base. I'm going to arrange all my conversation hearts, and you can do this with any of the stamps in this month's kit. I think that would be really fun. I just like the stripes for my card today. but I was able to fit most of the colors on here. And as I was looking at it, I was thinking, how am I going to fit my red heart on there? I didn't want it to drown out the pretty colors of my hearts in the background. So I don't think we're going to use our red sending love heart today. But I went ahead and adhered all of my hearts after I positioned them where I wanted them. I did adhere them with foam squares. Next, I'm taking my panel and just taking my scissors, going around the edges and trimming off the excess. This way we have a panel filled with bright colored hearts, and just love the way this turned out. Next, instead of using the sending love heart, I decided to bring in some black cardstock. I'm treating it with my anti-static powder tool, and then in the stamp set there is the Happy Valentine's Day sentiment. I'm going to heat emboss with white embossing powder my Happy Valentine's Day here. We'll stamp that, add some white embossing powder, and I think this is going to be very bold on my card, and it's going to stand out. It wasn't overpowering. I think this is going to work out a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to add foam. I did block it off. I'm going to add foam adhesive behind my sentiment, and this is going to go in the upper portion of my colorful heart background, and I love the way that turned out. Super fun. Okay, for my card base, again, I'm going to be using my red card base. It looks like a candy apple red in the camera, but it's actually a rich cranberry color, and I like the way it contrasts against those bright colored hearts. I'm going to add a few extra foam squares behind each one of those, and then I'm going to flip my panel over. I'll add foam adhesive behind it, and then we are going to add this to our card base. And I think that looks really nice. For bells and whistles, we're not going to do much. I want to do something subtle. So I'm going to go through my little sequin container. People ask me where I get this, and then this is actually from Walmart. There's 24 of these little containers in this container, and I think it's less than $10. So check your Walmart craft department for your little containers. I like them. I think they're handy, and I can see all of my sequins. For today's project, I'm just using clear. I'm going to add a few above the sentiment and a few below. I like kind of going at a diagonal with them. Just using my glue to adhere it, and then that finishes off my card today, guys, using the clear stamp of the month called Sending Love. And again, they do coordinate with most of the other club kits, which makes it really nice. And I hope you enjoyed my project. Pretty simple card to recreate, and again, you can use any of the stamps in the set. I think that would be real fun too. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. We will see you again next time.